Welcome back to Doko's Reviews. Today is one of those days, and Facebook just announced and launched their Oculus Quest 2. Yes, I got one in my hand. This is the 256 gigabyte version, and within a month we will be getting their new games that makes this VR a beast. And you guys know this is wireless. There's also some cool features that this offer that makes it better than its older predecessor. But this is going to be an unboxing review, and also we're going to jump into an overall review of what I think that this would be worth for anyone out there to sell your old one and upgrade to the new one, or not. So you guys check it out. So jumping into the review, in order for you to get to the Oculus Quest 2 box, you have to pull off the outer box. It's almost kind of like a sleeve, as you can see here. And while I did that, I was also looking for some adhesive tape to show me some kind of indication of where I need to cut and open. But this box didn't have it. So I figured it out. It was just a little space in front of it that was almost like a box lid that you just pop open like that. And my first impression, as I got to the controllers, that I did notice it was a tad bigger than your normal Oculus controllers. And as I was playing around with it, I just want to make a pointer here through this unboxing that I did notice that the buttons were more closer to my thumb. So it was moved more outward depending on the right and left controller, which makes it very convenient for us to push the buttons when needed. And also the box is pretty much the same thing as the other Oculus. It comes with the sticker, the manual booklet instruction, and also the USB-C type charging cable, I assume, and / link, if that's safe to say. Also the USB-C charger for the Oculus Quest 2. So I'll leave that one outside because I'm definitely going to need that. And also I noticed when I grabbed the Oculus Quest 2 VR, I noticed that it was smaller than your normal VR, and maybe because they wanted to push more of its mobility, and I think that's one of the main reasons why they did that. But don't judge this Oculus by its look. I've heard some very good things about it, but I do know this Oculus does pack a punch, and pushing a lot of power. And this is a plastic adapter that you can just mount onto your Oculus Quest 2, and it's like a spacer. So if you have glasses, this will definitely give you that space so you can wear your glasses to actually accommodate when you put it on your head. So the Oculus Quest 2 is here. Is it worth upgrading to? Let's find out. So Oculus VR has come a long way versus the last two new ones, the Oculus Quest and the Oculus Rift S. These were very powerful at the time, but now we have the Oculus Quest 2. This bad boy is the new Oculus VR, and it packs a lot of power. According to the specs in the internal, Facebook published in September that the Oculus Quest 2, they switched out the OLED panels for a higher resolution. And check this out, guys, 90 Hertz LCD. They also upgraded the processor to Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2. What does that mean for VRing? More power to you in VR. So, higher resolution at 90 Hertz. Keep in mind, this Quest 2 no longer sports the OLED. As far as the older Quests, comparing them side by side with 1440 resolution to 1600 each eye, the Quest 2 replaces this with a single LCD providing a 1832 by 1920 per eye. What does that mean to all the VRs out there? This is 50% more pixels, and each pixel now maps to 3 subpixels instead of just 2. So, what can I say? This is probably the closest VR we can get as far from Oculus to almost 4K. Almost. It's just almost. Not there, but almost. So as far as processor wise, as you guys all know, the Snapdragon 835 Qualcomm processor was their flagship a few years ago. This was a overclocked flagship processor that Oculus did, especially when something to point out here, when the original Rift was launched in 2016, it was running at 90 hertz. If you guys didn't know, now you know. But with a overclocked Snapdragon 835 Qualcomm processor. Now we have the Snapdragon XR2 processor, which is more better and more powerful, and it's not overclocked. So when things are not overclocked, you do have lesser heat versus the older processor. Um, Facebook had to use an eternal fan for that. Now, Facebook did not mention how the cooling solution they made for the Quest 2. They haven't given us any specs or any idea of what it is. But I thought just to point that out to some of you gamers there. And according to paper, the Quest 2 should have double the processing power, which is good. And I wonder why we now can enjoy the best VR experience ever, close to 4K. Anyway, so it does come with the USB-C charging cable, but you can also use that as a link cable. You can also buy different type of link cables as shown here. But for me, I do prefer getting the original Oculus link cable because this one is 16 feet and that gives you enough leeway to maneuver around your living room, especially when plugged into the PC. Also, keep in mind you can use your personal headset, earphones, or headphones like these. You can use them and it works well. As far as controllers, I did notice that the controller was a little bit bigger than your older predecessors of Oculus controllers. I do like the button here because it's more pushed towards your thumb, so it's very convenient and easy to use when pressing the button, and it's wider. So when moving your thumb around, you can pretty much tell which button is which because of its wide platform on the controller. There are companies out there now are making some pretty cool accessories for the Oculus Quest 2. And some of these accessories will make your VR gaming experience more real. And of course, that's why, virtual reality accessory is very important. Like something like this, as you guys can see. This would definitely make your experience in the FPS gaming pretty cool. So just before I wrap up, I just wanted to be fair. I wanted to show you guys some actual VR gameplay, and this was live. And so this is their experience and what they thought about it.
I don't know. Are you moving dice?
Murph, what do you see? Explain.
Teaching them how to dance. But I see everything.
Is it clear?
Hella clear.
How you like it?
I love it.
Where is he?
So what do you think of it? What's your honest opinion?
It's pretty dope.
So I'm gonna ask you some questions. What do you see?
Blocks.
Is it pretty cool?
Yeah.
How does it look?
It's actually hella clear.
You go, Siva.
So I just want to say this before I wrap up. If you guys have any comments or any questions, go ahead and drop it down below. I will definitely get back to you ASAP. And also I wanted to mention thank you guys for always following me and watching me, Doko's Reviews. If you guys like content like this, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. And like always, all fatos from Doko's Reviews. Peace.